Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look at the tier 9 Foch. Yes, this has been a completely forgotten about tank, but it is insane. This tank is absolutely insane. When Wargaming first introduced this tank to the game, it was a very, very good tank, but then they decided to nerf it. Now, a couple of updates ago, Wargaming again decided to buff the tank back to pretty much its original tank. Now, if you've ever played the Foch, the 155, this tank is completely different. Of course, it looks the same, but this tank is all about DPM, whereas the Foch 155, it's about that high alpha auto reloading gun and just being a bully, being an absolute bully. It has the speed, and some may call this the new YOLO wagon. Obviously, of course, you have the Object 263, which is called the YOLO wagon. You can actually use the Foch 155 as that new YOLO wagon because of the armor it's got, the speed it's got, and of course the gun it's got. But the tier 9 Foch, in my opinion, is completely different. Now, looking at the armor, it has 180 millimeters on your hull. You can actually bounce shots because it's sloped. If you're angled in a certain position, you can bounce quite a bit of damage. So the DPM on this tank is 3,905 damage per minute, which is insane, completely different to the Foch 155, which is not about DPM. Now, the reload on this tank is 6 seconds, 6.1 seconds. Penetration 260 and 320, which is plenty. You don't need to run calibrated shells. Running the rammer, upping that DPM, pumping that DPM up even more is better than, in my opinion, than the calibrated shells. I think it has more than enough pen to get through most things that come in your way. So it has a 400 alpha. So 400 alpha every 6 seconds in a tank destroyer is absolutely amazing. 340 on your APCR and 515 on your HE. Aim time 3.8, not the best, but you know, it's not awful. And the dispersion 0.317, which is still good for a tank destroyer. It does, however, only have 6 degrees of gun depression, but the speed is 50 kilometers per hour. So I forgot about this tank. I mean, I've said for a while now that I'm going to do a up-to-date review on it because it's been so long since I have played this tank. Now, we've got 2 battles for you. Just watch how quickly we managed to farm up this damage, and to the point where I'm sitting there thinking, how did I get that much damage? I mean, it's not crazy damage, but for the time we're playing and the speed of it, we do farm up quite a bit of damage. So first tank we spot, 50 TP, we're going to get shot, but we do get shot into him. Yes, not a great trade in my opinion this early on, especially as most of my medium tanks have gone left, which is absolutely fine. They should have done, but I didn't expect the enemy medium and light tank to come this way as well. But of course you can see the Panther 2 there. I don't want to attack to the right because I know that there are quite a few tanks there. So I'm happy here. I'm happy here for now to see where it pans out. See what my team do, see what the enemy do, and what tanks to go for. And now I can spot the T-54 lightweight coming in, and of course I'm going to make my move into him as well. And hopefully deal with him and hopefully deal with the Panther. So we're going to go forward. We are going to deal with the Panther before we take out the lightweight because we are getting a medium tank out the game, a DPM tank out the game, and just in general now we can bully this T-54 lightweight. And I mean, we're not going to get the kill on him, sorry, but we're going to shoot anyway just for good measure. So right now, a minute and a half gone, 1 minute and a half gone, and there is only 4 tanks left alive. Now we are going to get shot from that 50 TP as we cross, no problem. We're just going to now push up and try to deal with the 53 TP with my team. So 1900 damage so far. We are now helping the team. I am looking to the right because I know that there is a waffle there, and I could potentially be a one-shot to this waffle. So I don't want to just risk taking a shot from that waffle right now. But of course he is going to start pushing, and there's not really much I can do about it. So I'm going to have to just try and take the shot. But we do manage to clear the waffle, and before you know it, 2 minutes gone, just 2 tanks left alive. At the minute it looks nice and easy, but bear in mind most of our tanks are a one shot, the same as me. I'm a one shot, so I don't just want to rush in and take unnecessary damage and just get killed unnecessarily. So we're going to play a little bit from distance here, and here, I mean, there's 3 of us left and we are all one shots. So I don't want to be as close to them as my guys. I want to play it from a bit behind. Now the 50 TP is a one shot, and the VK now is a potential one shot. And unfortunately, I don't quite get the kill, and the Progetto just gets ripped apart. But the 50 TP does get killed from our Leopard. Now our Leopard actually has a really good game. He has now got the VK 100 down to a one shot, but he just plays it a little bit too aggressive, and he misses his shot and he does get penetrated. So well played to the enemy. They have got it down now to a 1 versus 1. Now they're saying no, I'm not going to attack this guy. I know he was on a reload. Of course we're massively winning on supremacy points. Now I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't want to risk that. So I'm not going to go for the kill, and I'm just going to wait for the points to go down. So 4.2k damage. 4.2k damage. It's not the best damage, of course. It's decent damage, but when I see that damage at the end, I was like, how did I get that much damage? Like, I don't realize, because of the DPM of the tank, you really don't realize how much damage you're getting. And we're going to have a game here as well, the same kind of damage. I mean, again, it's nothing special, but we are going to use this as a camping machine, this game. Normally, I don't really use the Foch as a camping tank, but considering it is Castilla, considering the enemy only have 1 light tank, I'm pretty certain most of their tanks will go left. So I want to get into a position where I can use my DPM and I can absolutely farm them. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the speed of my tank to get into the position I need to be in, and I'm just going to absolutely farm them. And it's even, I don't like camping because I don't think it's fun. But when you're in a tank like this, and when you get given shots like I'm going to get given, it is fun. It's fun just watching the enemy's hit points just go down. It's out of nowhere, like 6.1 seconds. Guys, if you haven't grinded this line, the line itself is not a fantastic line to grind. It's not that fun. It's quite a difficult line to grind, especially the tier 6, the 7 and the tier 8. They are not great tanks, but they are worth grinding, because as soon as you get to tier 9, it is absolutely fantastic. It's fun to play, and even after the tier 9, when you get to the Foch 155, that is also a fun tank to play. It looks pretty much the same tank, but just a different gun. And the gun is different. It has the autoloader, over 500 damage each shot, and it is a fantastic tank. When Wargaming first introduced the autoloader to the game on the Foch, it was kind of OP, to be honest. It was just absolutely amazing. So already a minute and a half gone, 1 tank down, and now all we have to do is sit and wait for the enemy to expose themselves and us to get this pretty much free damage. So our guys are pretty much all over the place. They've got the whole map covered, and now this AMX CDA is going to soon know that him being spotted is not a great thing to happen. The Conway for some reason destroyed himself. No idea why he did that. And look at that, full hit points. He's gone. He's absolutely gone. And all of a sudden, it now just leaves 3 tanks left alive. So now, again, these 2 here, I'm just going to farm them. I'm absolutely going to farm these tanks. The IS-6 there, that you can see the penetration, no problem whatsoever on the AP. Of course, you want to be shooting AP as much as possible to maximize your DPM. and now there's just 3 tanks left alive. I could go, but I don't want to go just yet. I was hoping to get that shot on that guy, and I've got shots on these guys. I've got shots on the Samoa, and I've got shots on the IS-6, but now is the time to make the move. We've got 3 supremacy bases, so if I don't move now, I'm going to lose out on a bit of damage. Even now, 3,000 damage. We farmed up 3,000 damage before we were spotted, and now all we've got to do, again, another troll bout. This is not the tank. This is me. That was completely me, and I'm aiming at, of course, a troll object 252U. So 3 bases now. I'm going to get another shot on this object 252U. Now I'm thinking, okay, he's going to get killed anyway. I need to start getting the hit points of this this guy down, otherwise we're not going to be able to kill him. So I do actually turn, but as soon as I turn, he does get killed anyway. So that was wasting a little bit of time there. But you can see right now, full hit points. Absolutely full hit points. No one's been able to attack me, and as soon as I do, I just absolutely farm him. 4.7k damage. 4.7k damage. I was able just to farm, and that is what it was. It was completely farming, and that is what you can do in this tank because of the DPM, because of how quick the tank is as well, because of how good the gun is. You can play this tank in any way you want. You can play it to support your mediums, you can play it to support your heavies, or you can play it to try and farm as much damage as you can at the back of the map. It's a fantastic tank, absolutely fantastic tank, and if you haven't played this tank, you should be grinding this line. As I've said before, it is a hard grind. It's not the easiest of grinds, but once you get there, it is definitely worth it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With